Yeah. Check 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
We're in New York at the Gloom Tomb, live from the Gloom Tomb. This is the I Am Rapaport stereo podcast. G. Moody, they call him the Black Ed McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
What else do they call you?
G. Monetti.
Anything else? Do you have any other nicknames growing up?
Juice.
Juice. Why did they call you Juice?
Because I ran everywhere.
Okay.
As a youngster.
And then didn't your nephew call you Fun Loving?
That's another one.
See, I always thought that was very indicative of G. Moody, Gerald Moody. I remember when he told me his nephew calls him Fun Loving when he was young. And I was like, see, yeah, I say that's a perfect nickname for G. Moody. Because G. Moody, most people may not be intimately familiar with him. Like, you don't see him, you just hear the voice. You see the Instagrams and the Twitter photos. You see some of the fan art that is depicting G. Moody, always in a great way. He's on a wanted poster as an oxtail smuggler.
That was great.
But G. Moody's disposition, I would say, is fun-loving.
Absolutely.
Now, if you asked me, did I have any nieces or nephews that call me fun-loving, what do you think I would say?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Do you think, after knowing me for 32 years, that anyone would ever give me, Michael Rapaport, the nickname fun-loving?
Hell no.
You don't think that would ever be a nickname that
Fuck
a little
no.
kid would like, because a kid saying that is like really the highest compliment, because that's like only a kid would come up with a nickname for G. Moody as fun-loving, but it perfectly makes sense because you're laid back, you have a mild-mannered disposition. So if you were going to give Michael Rapaport a nickname and I was your uncle, I'm going to ask the fans, what would you give me? What would be the nickname? Would it be you fuck you? Uncle miserable fuck? Uncle hook nose Jew cocksucker? New Balance wearing? Would that be, you think, one of the nicknames I'd get, G. Moody?
Psycho.
Let's let the fans come up with that. The person who gives me the top 3 nicknames that you could imagine my nieces or nephews would realistically call me, we're going to give away new I Am Rapaport t-shirts. 3 new second edition American Giant I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts. We're giving away 3 new style shits. All right? Soft ass, comfortable, a little bit more durable than the first edition I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts, but nonetheless, the softness is still there. Mm-hmm. We maintained the softness with the American Giant t-shirt.
That's right.
So, listen, all I could say is this, okay? Some of you don't give a fuck. I love my fantasy fucking football. I love it. I'm happy with it. It's such a sick, twisted thing, and it's so immature, yet so just important to me. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it this year. Russell Wilson, thank God he's not on my team, my fantasy team, because we mentioned this before, and if you don't know Russell Wilson, he's the handsome star young quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, and he's now dating R&B singer Ciara, who's fine, undisputably fine, and he's saying that through their engagement and their time, they're remaining celibate. Well, who fucked up now, Russell Wilson? Because you came back, you haven't gotten any ass in the offseason, and what do you look like? You look a fucking step slow.
Yeah.
You look like you're filled up.
He's at home torturing himself.
You're at home torturing yourself.
Yeah. That's what you're doing.
And you look a step slow because you probably you're backed up, Duke.
Yeah.
You're backed up because you ain't getting no ass.
Right. You're not releasing.
And if I'm the quarterback coach, if I'm the head coach, if I'm the teammates, I'm gonna take notice. Yo, this dude looks a little bit slower, and it's not because of any injury.
Right.
It's because Money Grip is not getting any ass.
Word.
So if I were Seattle Seahawks fans, or if you have him on your fantasy team, be aware. Be
Take
very
him off
aware.
because of that shit.
Sit him down until he busts off.
Yeah, you got Ciara and you bugging.
You're not doing anything ever.
You don't want to hit that?
You don't think that you're backed up?
Right.
After a game, you come home to that?
And you don't want to hit that? See, that's why you having trouble.
You're having problems.
Yeah.
And you got your hair's curly and all that shit. Listen, Duke. Yo.
Fix your shit up. Take him off your team for a while, like you said, until he busts off.
Matter of fact, Russell Wilson, you need to cut that wig, man. You look like a fucking like a little teddy bear with your shit.
Yeah, little Elroy.
Cut that curly shit, man.
Yeah.
Get some ass and cut that curly shit.
Word.
That's it. I'm sorry. I hate to be that graphic and that straightforward, but that's what this is really coming down to.
That's the scouting report on
The scouting
him.
report is cut that fucking curly shit and get some ass. Until then, you're a liability. All right? Fantasy football is underway, and I love DraftKings one-day fantasy. There's no commitments. You could hit it and quit it. You might win, you might not win. You could play multiple games. That's the thing about 1 week. You could do 10 lineups. Hurry up to DraftKings.com right now and use the promo code Rapaport to play for free at a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. All right, enter Rapaport, Rapaport, for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com. That is DraftKings.motherfucking.com. G Moody.
Word.
Yeah. So you could hear the noises, the streets, the New York City of it all. What do you have to say, G Moody? What's really good? How's the construction project? People want to know. How's the construction project? You have been tearing your Bronx startup apartment. You're trying to renovate it, renovational project, and you've done how much percent of the work? 50% of the work alone, or 40%? You never have any
70.
help. 70% of the prep work. It's called the prep work. You've
Demo.
taken the demo. You've torn the fucking place to shreds with your hands. Now a nail clipper.
And a sledgehammer and a ladder. And a screwdriver. That's it.
And a knife.
And yeah, don't forget the knife.
Yeah, like a steak knife, like a standard.
Yeah,
your standard steak knife.
To cut wires. And
If anybody really knew you're an eccentric guy. You're a fucking weirdo, man.
I know.
You know you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fucking weirdo, man. Like I never called you that before. Like I just thought, like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You're up there with a fucking. When I say that he has no tools, you guys, you don't understand. When I say he has no tools, the motherfucker has no fucking tools. Okay, yet he's able to accomplish this. The motherfucker is doing a construction project with no goggles. You just got gloves. Anyway,
I'm just rocking.
we need help. The Iron Rapaport podcast needs some
Word.
leadership. We need some help.
Help on that shit.
Help my man G Moody out.
Word.
We are a reality show special ready to happen.
Exactly.
I'll be on it with my man G Moody, and we go to the Bronx. Just your neighborhood, it's so visual.
Yeah.
It's crazy over there. So we're trying to do that. School has started. Aren't you happy your kids are back at school, everybody? Fuck. Jesus, a couple hours of peace and quiet. Can't fucking breathe sometimes. But my kids are older, but like, I mean, I love being a fucking dad, but holy fucking shit. With the catches and the throws and the fucking meals and the driving and the this and that and the $20 here and the $15 there and the this and the that and the school supplies and the sweatshirts and the whole fucking deal.
That's part of the deal.
It's part of the fucking deal. And the pickups and the drop-offs. See, I live most of the time in Los Angeles. My kids go to school in Los Angeles. They have to be driven to school and picked up from school. And when I'm not working and I'm there, I try to do the driving to and from. Gerald is a single dad, and he does the walking and the going and the coming and the going and the to and the froms and the ups and the downs. But don't you ever just want to just be like, fuck, I don't want to go to the fucking... Listen, I don't want to go to your game. You ain't that fucking good. Don't you want to say that sometimes? I saw the last 74 fucking basketball games. I was at the baseball games. You haven't gotten a hit. You had one hit the whole season. I don't want to go again.
Yeah.
And you know what's worse than going to see your kid performing in something repetitive times?
What?
Going to watch someone else's kids do it. I'd rather fucking stick a fucking hot poker up my ass than go watch, like, let's say one of my nephews do like a bad play. Fucking throw me off the building and spin me on the way down. I don't want to sit through that shit, G. Monetti, and then talking and what, but that. And, here, meet my third. I don't care. But I hated my third grade teacher. You think I'm gonna like yours?
Yeah, they threw your ass out in third grade.
Threw me out. Look at me. Look at fucking me. Look what the public school system of New York City produced, and very expensive private schools of New York City produced this. Nothing. A shit show over here. And G. Moody's from numerous public schools in New York City.
Yeah.
And look at him. Look how he turned out. This guy can fucking knock down walls with his bare hands and a fucking nail filer. Yo, I'm telling you right now, G.
What up?
I'm not going to see that movie Apollo. Now, I'm not. I love that actor, Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But
you mean Creed?
I thought it was called. Is it called Creed or Apollo?
I think it's Creed.
It's called Creed. The Rocky 7. It's essentially a Rocky 7 movie. I can't do it. Rocky means too much to me. It's too much of a valued part. And I went through enough. I went and saw 6. It was terrible.
Yeah.
5 had its moments. 4. I mean, it got 4 and 5 are underrated. They have great Mickey stuff. 5 is pretty bad. 4 is okay. 3's great. 2's great. And 1 is just
bomb shit.
Yo. 1, 2, and 3 are just excellent. So obviously 3's not as good as 2, and 2's definitely not as good as 1. But 2's pretty goddamn good.
Yeah. But this shit right here, man, I ain't with all this.
The theme line is Michael B. Jordan, great actor, Academy Award nominee, and he'll definitely get nominated again, if not win one again in his lifetime. You know, hopefully he gets the opportunities. He's that talented. He has that charisma. He has it. But this, and yo, Copland, I worked with Stallone, don't have anything but great things to say. But this shit, I support people going to see it. I'm not saying don't go see it. I just can't see it.
Right.
Like, I told my friend the other day, like, yo, pay for someone to take your kids to go see it, but make sure that they see the first, second, and third one for sure before they see it. Don't just send them to Creed alone. Don't do that to Rocky, Apollo, Clubber, Mickey, Paulie, Adrian, Duke.
Great characters, yeah. Yeah, you got to see 1, 2,
and 3.
Yeah.
And then take your kids to go see Creed.
Yeah.
All right? And you know what? I've watched those movies many times with my kids. Maybe I'll just go see. I don't know. You never say never. It's hard for me not to see a Rocky movie because I fucks with him so hard. I fucks with Rocky 1 hard body karate. I fucks with him. 2, 3.
Yeah. What about
You can't win, Rock. We need to start doing a Burgess Meredith. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Right.
Burgess Meredith impressions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to sound eerily similar to my Danny Aiello impression.
Yeah,
I'll do it right now. Yeah, I've been coming here for 6 years, and 6 years you've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come. You don't want to know. I want to know how. You want to know? I want to know how come. The whole gym stops. Everybody stops skipping rope. Everybody stops boxing. Everybody's watching. Oh, shit. Mickey and Rocky are arguing. And then Mickey says, because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker to some cheap second-rate loan shark. And then Rocky, one of the great fucking lines. This is what makes this movie so good and this scene so good. And it's so sort of, you forget the brilliance of the movie Rocky. You forget the brilliance. His response to that is, it's a living. That's a funny line. And it's such a, that was, he's screaming on him. He's like, it's a living, because he's like embarrassed and he doesn't know what to say. He tell him, yo, you had the talent to become a good fighter, but instead of that, you became a leg breaker to some cheap second-rate loan shark.
Wow.
That's dope writing.
Yeah.
Stallone wrote that shit.
A leg breaker.
It's a living. And then Mickey goes, it's a waste of life.
Yeah.
I met Burgess Meredith one time in an airport in the 90s.
Damn.
And I went up to him and I just he was so sweet. He was little, he was old. And I was just like, oh shit, I love you.
He was
like a little old dude. I was like, I love you. And we've said this before. Sylvester Stallone told me, this is not could be, would be, should be facts. He told me, Burgess Meredith was a first-rate stick man. He told me that when we were making Copland. I said, what's a stick man? He said, a coxman. Stallone said that to me. Burgess Meredith, he's a first-rate stick man. And I'm like, I can't even believe that Sylvester Stallone is talking to me. He's telling me that Burgess Meredith's fuck style is buck wild. You know what? I've made it. If I do nothing else, to have Sylvester Stallone reveal to me, I've heard no one else say that Burgess Meredith was a stick man, except for me, because Sylvester Stallone shared that information with me. That's privileged information.
Yeah, nobody knew he was skeeting like that.
Yo, he was skeeting. He was doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
CI and Rapaport podcast. My Mack Weldon underwear in this heat in New York City. I mean, Gerald, when you're on the train, when you're working in rebuilding your house, and you have on your Mack Weldon underwear and a Mack Weldon t-shirt, are you not comfortable?
I am absolutely comfortable.
I landed at JFK today. It was 90 degrees. I had on my Mack Weldon underwear. I had some Mack Weldon socks on and a Mack Weldon t-shirt, all gray, everything.
And it wicks away the sweat.
It wicks it away. I was comfortable. I was cool. No swamp ass.
Word.
Mack Weldon underwear, t-shirts. It's a New York company. They live and breathe New York.
Yes.
They believe in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping.
Word.
The I Am Rapaport podcast is proud to be sponsored by Mack Weldon. Great underwear.
Nice.
It separates loaf from balls, church and state. You can shop on your mobile and check out in less than a minute. Okay, you go to MackWeldon.com, MackWeldon.com. Put in the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT, for 20% off. Yo, we're back. We're back with another segment of Wigga Please at the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we're a couple of days late to the party on this, but an Ohio mother whose husband died of a heroin overdose has two children, and she obviously that's a terrible thing to have to go through. But she decided to post a picture of her. This woman named Eva Holland posted a picture of herself and her two young children, who probably aren't more than, 6 and 8, 7 and 9. You never know when they're that little motherfuckers.
Right.
In front of the casket. And she acknowledges that the picture is makes people uncomfortable and this and that and the other. But and the kids, for some reason, are smiling in front of the casket of their dead dad. I don't know what the fuck this is. But lady, you get a Wigga please. Because you took shit too far. All right, I mean, we don't need you to post that. Your family and your kids don't need you to post that. You got to think about who's seeing it. Now the whole world is seeing it. Right. It wasn't just a little Facebook post.
Right.
All right? So I understand that's a tragedy that your family went through, but you get a Wigga, please.
Word.
Because I don't know if you told your kids to smile in the picture. They're smiling like they're at fucking Disneyland. It don't look right. All right, and we've been wanting to talk about Shaun White because we went at Rachel
King, my friend.
Was it Shaun King? Yeah. Shaun King, his name could be Shaun White.
All right. Let's do Shaun White.
Shaun King a.k.a. Shaun White.
White.
Not to be confused with the Flying Tomato, a.k.a. Shaun White,
Yeah.
the skateboarder slash snowboarder.
Right.
So Shaun King, who
Claims he's black.
claims he's black, and he was one of he's an activist. He's a black activist.
For all Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, he was a big part of the Black Lives Matter.
The leader.
And he's been in hideaway, but he was asked point blank by a CNN reporter, "Are you fucking black?" And he answered all these other questions, and he wouldn't answer that.
Can you ask me that?
Hey, Gerald, are you black?
Fuck yeah.
See? Ask me, am I black?
Are you black?
No, I'm not. Ask me, am I Jewish?
Are you Jewish?
Hey, fuck yeah. So Shaun King, Gerald has some questions because we talked not too long ago on the black resume. People are giving out their black resume. If you didn't hear that episode in that segment, Gerald, explain what a black resume is.
It's when a guy who doesn't appear black, he will say, yeah, my mom is this and my grandmother is this, but I have some black, right? To validate himself.
Hence giving his black resume. So Shaun King's been doing that shit for a while.
Yeah.
And now it's coming out that he might not be black at all. And Gerald wanted to test him. And in this test of Shaun King, you wanted to ask him a few questions because you thought that this would really get to the bottom of whether or not he was actually a black man or not. And what were some of these questions?
If you're really a black American, it doesn't matter. Certain things, it doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, you know.
Such as?
Do-rags. What are do-rags used for?
Okay, valid question. Second question.
What is finger waves?
Really valid question. Really, really valid question. You also, since you're in the hair of black men, you also wanted to ask the question, New Nile is used for what? New Nile is used for blank.
Blank.
Okay, and that was a third question in hair.
And if I say to you, he showed his ass, what do I mean?
Very, very, totally valid question. What were some of the other ones?
When I'm going to a fish fry, what fish would I buy for the fish fry?
Good, very valid question. And finally, the last question that you had for Shaun King, a.k.a. Shaun White. These also might be good for Rachel Dozell, but I feel like she's on her P's and Q's. She probably might know these things. But the final question is what for Shaun King to see if he's about that life.
How do you jump in that double dutch?
Meaning?
How do you just jump in? How do you jump in?
Do you time it?
He knows.
Right.
He's black.
Okay, but I thought there was one more question that you had. You had wait, what was the you had one more question?
Oh yeah, yes.
The
I'm sorry.
bonus. This is actually, you said this is a bonus question,
Right.
for Shaun King that Gerald had for you, because Gerald, you think that this guy's not black.
Fuck no.
Right. What are you basing this off of?
My eyesight. And the pictures I've seen of him as a little boy with his white mama in Kentucky.
Right. So those two things were good enough for you to say.
Pretty self-explanatory.
So the bonus question for Shaun King is what?
We all fry that good fish.
And
when we're finished with consuming that good fish,
right,
the oil is there. What do you do with that fish grease? I'm not going to give you any option so you can deduce.
Right.
You're
not giving a multiple choice.
If you black, you know. So, Mr. Shaun King, if you're black, You know.
And you better get back to us.
Yes.
All right?
Email me, motherfucker.
We're easy to find.
right.
We're on Instagram and on Twitter.
You know us.
And I think that if you answer these questions by G Monetti, Gerald Moody, a.k.a. the Black Ed McMahon, a.k.a.
The spokesperson for black people who don't mind being black.
Say that again?
I am the spokesperson, the spokesbrother for black people who don't mind being black.
Okay? Yo, if you want this controversy to go away, find us, answer these questions, and I guarantee you, we can get your shit back in line.
That's right.
All right, this is the Iron Rapaport Podcast. We'll be right back. The Iron Rapaport Podcast is sponsored by Greats Sneakers, Greats Footwear. We like this.
Yeah.
Stylish, comfortable, totally unique, low-key sneakers made in Brooklyn, New York. Greats.com. You go to Greats.com, you get 20% off if you put in the promo code RAP. R-A-P. That's RAP. Gerald Moody, I am known for my discomfort in my feet. I am known for my tender feet. I wear my Greats. I feel good and I look good. But more importantly, I feel good.
That's right.
Greats.com. Go to Greats.com. Put in the promo code RAP. You get 20% off your purchase. It's the Iron Rapaport Podcast. In lieu of the upcoming 100th episode, it might even have to be like the 97th episode. We don't, we don't follow rules. So right now, the Danny Aiello interview, the Danny Aiello, all Aiello do the right thing scene with me playing Danny Aiello Sal from Sal's Famous Pizzeria and Danny Aiello playing Mookie. That will be premiered on the 100th episode, but who knows? It could be pushed forward.
Yeah.
But today, what we're suggesting is Danny Aiello as an alarm clock.
Word.
It's time to get up, you dumb motherfucker. Beep, beep, beep. You stupid cocksucker. You lazy motherfucker. Beep, beep, beep. I said get the fuck up. Get the fuck out of the fucking bed. You bum. You're a no good, lazy, sleepy fucking bum. That's going to wake you up in the morning.
Man.
Hey, it's Danny Aiello's voice.
Yep.
He could do with it what he pleases, but I think that would be a great alarm clock.
Oh, the best.
And then you snooze it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You got no fucking life. And you hit the fucking snooze bar. You miserable motherfucker, you. You're wasting your fucking life. And then it like goes into an echo chamber thing.
Yeah.
I don't know who's been watching Public Morals on TNT, but the fan response to Public Morals, a show that I'm in on TNT, starring Ed Burns, executive produced by Steven Spielberg. You could catch up on old episodes. We're getting ready to come close to the season finale. You could catch up on old episodes on VOD on TNT.com. Start watching the show Tuesdays or on VOD. What's that?
You're getting a lot of love on the streets.
People are liking it.
Yeah.
People are liking Public Morals. I'm proud of the show. I like the show. Right. Cop show, New York 60s, Street Cops. If you haven't watched it, wake the fuck up and start watching it. If you're watching it, keep watching. It gets better and better. The season finale is coming soon, and I'm real proud of Public Morals. Again, it's on TNT. Check it out. And which brings us to Gerald. You said you had a question in the Gerald Moody acting workshop.
Yeah.
And I'm always thrilled and feel honored to answer some of these questions that Gerald throws at me, because I feel like we should have you interview other actors. So What's your question that you have for me today? Because you've asked me some great things, and it really, I think, brings some real insight into what I do professionally other than the Iron Rapaport podcast. So shoot your question at me for today.
I've always wondered, you know, you going on auditions in California.
20 years, 20-something years.
Yeah, and I was there in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I've always wondered, Did my man, do you feel self-conscious about your nose?
That's your fucking question?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, man. The Iron Rapaport podcast is sponsored by the American Giant Clothing Company, AmericanGiant.com. Go on there. Sweatshirts, rough, well-made, comfortable, breathable, warm. In the winter, you need yourself a nice American Giant zip-up hoodie or a pullover hoodie. American Giant. Go to AmericanGiant.com. Check out the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, the sweatpants. American Giant. We reported about the gentleman who was born as a young kid when he was 6 years old. My man Mohammed Abad. When he was 6 years old, he was in a car crash, and then he underwent surgery to reconstruct his lost dick. When he was 6, this is serious. As a 6-year-old, he was in a car crash and lost his genitals. Horrible thing. You know, and as a 43-year-old man, this gentleman received the first, what they're calling, bionic dick. They gave my man an 8-inch loaf made from his own skin.
The Steve Austin collection.
The Steve Austin collection of dicks.
Lee Majors.
Yo, and I'm so happy for this guy because I couldn't imagine having like the embarrassment and the shame and just all the things he's went through, and like I saw, like he's foreign, but there was an interview with him, and you could just see the joy on his face, and he's so proud to have his 8-inch loaf, his 8-inch bionic loaf, and I think that's a great, nice loaf to have. Gerald at one point said if you've been without a loaf for your whole life since you were 6 years old, I think 8-inch loaf is you want to give him a 15-inch loaf.
Look, man. When you born, you ain't got no choice what size it's gonna grow to.
Right.
But if my shit is cut off
For your whole life, and you had to suffer through that.
and I could order one,
Right.
you think I'm gonna order an 8-inch? Motherfucker, give me 12.
Right.
I can order.
Right.
I couldn't order it when I was in my mom's stomach.
Right. Customize it. Like the
General Lee and motherfucking Dukes of Hazzard.
Right. Get something extra
Fly
special.
shit.
Yeah.
11 with extra brickness.
Right. Well, he's got extra brickness because he's got a bionic loaf, and he talked about on a talk show that he for the first 2 weeks after recovering, he just underwent this surgery. Okay, he just underwent the surgery in July, and for the first 2 weeks, he actually said that the surgery being completed and going through for him in his life, the first thing he says was, "It's huge." But I'm here all week, folks. But that's exactly what he did say. He did say it's huge, and now he's got an 8-inch loaf made from his own skin. And he said, the guy was actually tearing up when he was talking about it. He said he feels comfortable to talk about it and so proud because of all the shame he went through. Okay, but he's talking about during his recovery, he had to keep his loaf erect for 2 weeks.
Damn.
So that bad boy could heal.
How you do that?
You know, it's a bionic loaf. He could do whatever he wants with it.
Just press a button.
He presses a button.
But he had to keep it hard?
Maybe he has got a little combination lock on his shit. Like, maybe it's not just one button. Maybe it's like, doot, doot, doot.
Yeah.
So not everybody could do it. You don't want people just,
touching your
erecting
shit
your loaf.
on the train.
Yeah, you never know. Or some girls like, nah, it's my shit. I got the code. It just should be a 3-digit code. But he also admitted that he's a virgin. He hasn't test-driven himself. This guy should be getting women thrown at him.
Oh, I would be
beautiful women, because this guy's had a tough life. And when you look at him, he's a good-looking guy, regular-looking guy, nice-looking guy. His last name is Abad, A-B-A-D, Mohammed Abad.
Oh, Arab.
No, Abad. It's Abad. Abad or Abad?
But he's an Arab.
Yeah, I know. But the point is that, check this guy out. And I think that women of the Iron Rapaport podcast, single women, should be looking. He's still a virgin. He's got his new dick. He's a virgin. So I can't say that his fuck style is definitely going to be buck wild. I can't guarantee that he'll have a buck wild fuck style, but he should be taught. He should be learning. He should be appreciated, and I hope some women throw themselves at him. He deserves it, man. He's been through enough, and this is in total seriousness. Muhammad Abad, anytime you want to come on the I Am Rapaport podcast, you have an open invitation. Again, we will pay for your travel to the United States. That's how big of a deal it would be to have you on here and talk about what it's like to get that loaf going. To skeet.
How does that feel with a
bionic dick? She's probably a good shooter. Skeeting means ejaculating. Some people don't know what you mean, Gerald.
But
he's a bionic shooter. My man is
his shit got to be like
yeah. He's like
breaking walls.
Yeah, he's like a Glock, So this guy, I'm happy for him, and I'm just, we're gonna continue to follow this story. So Muhammad Abad, we fuck with you hard body karate, and we're happy for you, and we're wishing you success with your new loaf and your fuck game and everything, man. All right, so recently in New York, Fashion Week in New York. I can't believe that Fashion Week is such a big to-do. I mean, I don't understand it. And it's like they got Men's Fashion Week, the first ever or first, I don't fucking know. We don't know the stat. No, but wait, then Kanye West debuted his fashion shit at this week's fashion show.
I'm not with all that fashion shit, B.
Well, what do you mean? I was just gonna go.
I'm not with all that. I'm with regular shit, hip hop shit, like I know it. Fashion shit on that Fashion Week and all that. No. Where's the cream wallows? Where's the motherfucking jeans hanging perfectly off your butt, falling over the shoe right
on your wallabies?
See, the fashion shit today is tight jeans.
Yeah, man, fuck this.
Tight t-shirt.
Tight jeans and tight t-shirts in hip hop.
In black culture, it's never been like that. So this is foreign to me, and this is something I'm not with.
So I won't do the segment.
That shit,
I won't do the
offended,
segment.
B.
Okay, all right, I won't do the fucking segment.
Fuck that.
All right, I was just saying Kanye West had his fucking fashion thing.
And I know what that translates into. Okay. That means motherfuckers is walking up and down the slut walk.
Right.
With tight jeans, with zippers. In New York City, imagine. You go out on stage and you rocking tight shit with zippers.
You look like a dick.
See, for me, that's our shit. So when you see that, that's not for me. So don't mention that on the I Am Rapaport podcast,
Okay, all right.
my
I was
friend.
just okay.
Stop.
Jesus Christ. It's all right, G Moody. Fucking freaking out on me, man. That was like a G Moody freak out.
That's right.
Congratulations. Yo, man. Yeah. Let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
That was a good.
We have standards.
All right. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. I was
Freddie B and the Mighty Mike Masters from the Heart of Bed-Stuy. We have standards. Lord Shafiq.
The Boogie Boys.
We have turntablism.
Coke La Rock.
Yes.
Just Ice.
We are the standard bearers of this
Wind
shit.
it up.
Mantronics.
It's a little story like this. That's the story you know you won't miss.
The original DMX.
This for ya. Latoya, I'ma go on for days about this girl named Latoya. Look it up. You know what's another thing? It all's tied into the sabotaging and of the culture, of the hip hop culture. Is there's a term that everybody uses. It's outside of hip hop. It's outside of racial age. A lot of people use the term now, and they're fucking using it.
Yeah.
The term is back in the days.
Plural.
Back in the days. Back in the days is the fucking term. Back in the days when I was a teenager. Before I had status and before I had a pager. That's from Tribe Called Quest. Back in the days. Even fucking back in the days when I was young.
Yeah, Ahmad.
That's probably where it kind of, because it was in the chorus. The term back in the days. It's not back in
the day.
The day. People go back in the day. It's not the day, the one day.
Right.
You're fucking misusing the term. It's back in the days. So correct yourself. Stop saying back in the day. That's whack shit. That's that bullshit. And that's like now, like you'll hear it all the time. Like the mom on Modern Family be like, well, back in the day when I was yo, if you're gonna say it, that's a hip hop reference.
And it's from New York.
And it's from New York Straight Talk, America's Best. So when you say back in the days, put the fucking S or the Z if you're a dumb fuck at the end. It's not one day. Stop saying, I hear it all over the place. You'll hear if you're a news reporter, well, back in the day when I was, nope.
Shut the fuck up,
You don't know what you're talking. It's back in the days. And there's even other motherfuckers who do know what they're talking about, but they'll say back in the day because it's become so sort of concurrent with what's going on. You like how I said that big word, concurrent? I don't even know if I used it right.
Shit, I don't know if you did either.
It's back in the days. Okay?
Yeah.
It's back in the days. I want to just make sure that goes out to all the people that think they're talking slick, because if you don't say back in the days, you know what you're actually doing? Talking greasy. You're talking greasy.
And
so
you want to put you in that bag.
Yo, you don't want to get put on the Iron Rapaport talking greasy segment.
Word.
Okay, so fix your shit. Fix your fucking slang.
Understand it.
Get it right.
Plural.
Not singular.
It wasn't one day.
It wasn't just one day.
It was a culmination of years. So that's why we say back in the days when I was cooling.
Back in the days when we were hanging out, doing this and that, and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop.
This, that, and the third.
That's how it was going on. This, that, and the third.
And what about the guys who give you a pound? You go to another state, right? And motherfuckers, you meet motherfuckers, right? And they're not from East Coast. They're not. You figure you give a brother a pound.
Like a handshake.
It's a regular shit.
Hey, Ray, explain what a pound is. A
pound
means,
is a handshake.
Some of you fucks don't know what that is.
Yeah.
A pound is a handshake. You go to give somebody a handshake, and what happens?
The guy will give you the black man's handshake, right?
Yeah.
And then after you let go his hand, he'll start snapping his fingers.
And doing a fucking whole dance and a spin, Michael Jackson kick, fucking all kind of accoutrements with the handshake.
Tell him, Rap.
Yo, my man, nobody wants to see the song and dance.
Yeah.
All right? Nobody wants to see all that old motherfucking Indian shit.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to the Indians. Shout out to the Indians.
Yeah.
But you know how you do an Indian handshake? We're not throwing quarters off our elbow and catching it during a hand. It's a fucking pound, Duke. You know that trick when you put the quarters on your elbow? We're not doing all that shit. Just give me the pound and keep it. Don't you doing snaps and shit and hurting my hand and catching my finger. We doing thumb wrestle in the middle of the shit, and then you do this. These are my fingers. These are my steeple. Look inside and see all the people. We're not doing all that shit.
Yeah. Give me the hug, the pound,
and keep it moving. I'm not trying to do all this.
Motherfuckers be like
secret codes and snapping and clicking and shit. Fucking head shaking and spinning and moonwalking and electric sliding. I'm not doing all that. When you see me on the show, most of the time on the street, I give the fist. I don't want to shake your hands because and it's not that I'm a disease guy, because the random person whose hand you shake that's sweaty, you ruin it for everybody. The clammy hand fuck. It could be the nicest guy, but if you have a clammy hand, I judge you. Like, this is a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you see me and you give me a pound and you see that I kind of like pull back after, check your hands.
Yeah.
Because your shit feels fucked up. Like, I don't want to touch your shit.
Yo.
Because not only, now I'm worried about the germs. I am worried about the germs. I got the clamminess on it, and you're just like, you don't
know what this motherfucker
I don't know
touched.
what you did.
The fist is the greatest thing.
Just
Obama made that good.
Yeah, Obama said, just a quick fist bump.
With his wife.
Yes. It doesn't have to be all the song and dance.
Don't touch my hands,
Let's make a deal of handshakes. Like, fucking anything could happen when you fucking shake people's hands.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. All right, the Iron Rapaport podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattresses. Casper Mattresses. Both me and G. Monetti have been sleeping on Casper Mattresses for months. Casper is an award-winning sleep startup that launched with outrageously comfortable mattresses sold directly to the consumers. All right? The Casper mattress is a singular design, universally comfortable, available in all standard sizes and backed by a 10-year warranty. Casper mattresses, free 2 to 5 days shipping anywhere in the United States and in Canada. In New York City, you can get your fucking mattress the same day. $50 off the promo code when you punch in Rapaport, Rapaport, $50 off your first mattress. Try it. Okay, go to Casper Mattresses, Casper.com. Check it out.
Yeah, we had a lot of blowback too about black babies too. Again, a guy came up on the street.
Yo,
again,
we did a segment about 9 months ago about the adoptions of celebrities, and we are fully in support of and get and appreciate the heart, the soul, the kindness, and the generosity it is for anybody to adopt any other baby.
Right.
So we are not discrediting that. We sincerely get how special and how important and how valuable anybody that's adopting any kid is to the world. But we brought up the fact that it was looking a little bit trendy.
Yeah.
We didn't say it wasn't great to do the adoption. We just brought up the fact that it seemed to be a trend.
Yes, sir.
That when certain actors and actresses are going to adopt, they are adopting
only black kids, black babies. And I, as a black man, saw the trend, and I said, wait a minute.
Right. And we spoke of Charlize Theron, who adopted her second black baby, and Madonna's got like 4.
Yeah.
And it looks like almost like a handbag.
And you know
then we've asked the question: are there not any orphanages in the United States that you think are struggling, that need help as well? Obviously, other countries are in way worse conditions than the United States. But there are orphanages all over the United States. What's wrong with stopping by there and getting one of these kids instead of
going to the swamps of Tanzania or the Congo or Ghana or Nigeria or Guinea or Sierra Leone? Now, here's what I'm saying. You like black kids, right? Because that's all you get. But who's in more trouble in America than the black kids in America? So if you only like black kids, because that is all you're getting out there in the swamps, why are you passing those orphanages that are in Watts, that are in Nickerson Gardens, that are in Cabrini Green, that are in Brownsville, that are in New York City? In order for you to get to Africa, you gotta pass 10 orphanages. So I call you an American traitor. I don't look at you as this fucking luminary. I look at you as a traitor. Because in order to get to that airport, Rapaport,
yeah,
you pass at least 10 orphanages with them begging.
And we got approached again. This is the second time. Me and G Moody,
That's why we bring it up.
We get love. The I Am Rapaport podcast, when people see me and G Moody together, especially in New York, people bug out and they're excited. Like, they're so excited to see G Moody.
Yeah.
I mean, people, when I walk down the street,
They know Rapaport.
they don't give a shit at me. I get things thrown at me.
They're like, who?
Fuck you. Oh, Rapaport again. Don't come in here for any fucking discounts on your coffee, you cocksucker, you. I get, these kinds of things. They're used to seeing me. Yeah. But when they see me and G Moody, they do the math and they recognize the voice and they're like, oh shit, there's G Moody from the I Am Rapaport podcast. And this is the second time out of about, I don't know how many times we get recognized. another person has came up to us and was beefing about the
Word.
segment, the now famous segment that we said
Right.
about this.
I had to learn them. I had to learn
And then
them.
G Moody went in on him.
Yeah.
And I have a comedian friend who I'll name nameless.
Yeah.
Big famous female comedian known for, sort of out there, dark humor.
Right.
Says all kinds of stuff about all kinds of people who got offended by it as well. And this person says crazy shit. If I said their name, I wouldn't do it because I consider this person a friend. But that subject and race is so because this person said, I'm not going to go into the details because then you'd be able to do the math. But this person was offended by it. And I was surprised because this person says crazy shit.
Right.
Racial jokes, religious jokes,
Towing the
political
line.
Yo, and then when we say it, this thing, which is all tongue in cheek, by the way,
And they come
we're
at
not
me.
going to explain that to you. If you're listening to the I Am Rapaport podcast and you're taking this literally, you need to find a new podcast to listen to.
That's right.
Because if you take anything that the non-fact-checking worldwide phenomenon of the I Am Rapaport podcast does totally serious, you're listening to the wrong fucking podcast.
And you told me
Yeah.
a story, and we will leave everybody nameless.
Yes.
Which made me jump into this shit 5 years ago when you spurred my thinking.
About what?
You said, I was on a set with a person, and she said she adopted an accoutrement,
Which means specifically?
a black baby, black, and he can't even dance. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You want Sammy Davis.
Right.
You want him in there tap dancing while you have your little party and say, his name is Dakar, but you call him Darky. Darky, come out here and tap dance. He can't even dance. And you don't comb his hair because you don't know about black people hair. What's a hot comb? Huh? What is a hot comb? Can you braid Darky's hair, whom you named? He's like your little show. I know what you're getting at. I see you on the carpet. I don't like it as a black American. You see? I know what it is. And I'm speaking from the heart. Can you put beads in his hair? What if he wants soul food? All right, you adopt somebody from Africa. Do you know about African culture? Why not adopt an African American where he can watch football with you? That African person, he don't know shit about football. He don't know shit about America.
Right.
You bypass the orphanage and you go 8,000 miles. Do you have a connection with the guy that you saw in the swamp? That you just go by and you look and you say, oh, I want him. You met him? He doesn't speak English. He never ate. And you bring him here and you put him in an Old Navy uniform.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, Rapaport.
Yo, I don't know if we have any more, man. My fucking head hurts, man. My face hurts.
I'm tired of them coming at me, Rap. I'm in the garden with you.
I know,
We're
it's the second time.
These
Second
motherfuckers
time.
coming at me, so I'm gonna come at their ass.
Some hostile shit. The race shit, no one wants to talk about it, and now everybody wants to talk about it.
Right, I put them in their place.
Everybody thought it was so good when Obama got nominated.
Nah, it ain't good.
We talk about that shit here. It
got worse.
It's tongue in cheek. And we're raising the questions, and if you don't like it, fucking listen to NPR.
That's right.
Okay,
My
this is
man
the
Leonard
I Am
Lope.
Rap. Yeah, fuck with them. We fuck with them too. But this ain't the one. All right? Shit. I don't know what to say. I think that's it, man. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast.
That's it, Rap.
We're doing the damn thing.
Word.
It's a worldwide phenomenon.
What else can we say?
What else can I say?
Jay.
Nothing, not one thing was fact checked during this episode of the Iron Rapaport podcast. And you know what, Gerald? Some people might say, that's dumb. I say, I'm fucking proud of it.
Right. Because we the only ones.
We're the only ones. We trademarked that shit.
And we inspired cats.
To not fact check. Everybody gets too locked down and frozen and concerned with, oh, this is going to be like that and this is going to be like that. Fuck the political correctness.
That's right.
Fuck the fact checking.
That.
I don't
Fuck
care.
That.
We're going to make mistakes. We said that Floyd Mayweather was going to win his 50th fight. It was his 49th fight.
Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt by that. We're not breaking any groundbreaking news.
Word.
All right, this is the Iron Rapaport podcast, and we're out. We're out once again, man. We win again, don't we?
Sissy!
Yeah, you sissy.